Guten Morgen, day 79, Thursday. I am leaving at 5 till 11. Leaving Harpers Ferry. Mom and Dad and John just dropped me off. Picking back up here, getting ready to get on the bridge, the old B&O bridge, crossing across the Potomac. So anxious to be on my way. Going to do about 15 miles a day, I think. Skipping a couple of shelters. And beautiful day, beautiful day. Talk to you later. So there you see the Shenandoah coming into the Potomac, and these are the remains of the old lock system. I'm not sure exactly how they worked, but it could have been a part of a bridge too. But I know the B&O Railroad, which we're crossing here, competed with the C&O Canal system, and the railroad won out. But this walkway is the Appalachian Trail. So this, right after crossing the bridge, we get on this tow path actually to go into Maryland. This is the tow path for the C&O Canal, which is the depression you see immediately to the left. And there you see the wall that was built. But yeah, interesting. I'll be on here for, I don't know, maybe a mile. All right, so by myself here now. Got rid of a lot of the tourists. So what did I change? Since my parents were up here, you know, I had the opportunity to get some new stuff from Tennessee and have them take some stuff back. So not much. I got a new pair of shoes, same size, same make and model, Ultra Lone Peaks, size 11. I just got a new pair. My old pair probably squeezed another 200 miles out of them, but this pair I have on now, this new pair, and one other pair that I have at home, together I think will get me to where I need to go, to Katahdin. And then the big thing really that changed is I gave up my hammock. A little scary, but I'm sending my hammock home. I've only used it 4 times in 78 days as of yesterday. In exchange, I took Keegan's little bivy sack. It's just basically a sleeping bag cover. So on those rare occasions when I think I won't be able to get in a shelter or a hostel and have to go to the ground, I'll just sleep on the ground with just my tarp and use that little bivy sack with my quilt or sleeping bag when it gets colder. And keep my fingers crossed. I think it'll be fine. So hammock went home, and I probably saved over a pound. So I'm lighter. I got a lot of food. I brought all the food and stuff that I had from home, Kingsport, and I'm really heavy on food now. But you know, that's a consumable, so that'll be all right. That's it. Bye. All right, I've been off the tow path for a while now, but yeah, when I crossed that railroad bridge, crossing the Potomac, I exited West Virginia and entered Maryland. So another state bites the dust. Got to take those small victories when you can. Little small milestones. All right, here's the first shelter du jour. The Ed Garvey shelter, which I've heard a lot about, I think. It's a big one. Sleeps 12. Ooh, look at that. That is cool as all get out. Fantastic. Yeah, I heard this was a cool one. All right, let's look around the front. Extra seating. People here. Cool. Wow. All right, the Appalachian Trail just came out at Gathland State Park. And see all the stone walls there? There's a mausoleum here built by a George Alfred Townsend in 1895. And just back there in the distance, it's pretty neat. He was not buried there though. He died penniless and was buried in a cemetery in Pennsylvania. But looks like a nice park. So this fellow Townsend, whose pen name was Gath, was a war correspondent, so he built this memorial for all war correspondents. And like I said, this was his estate. So these are some of his buildings that were part of the estate, original buildings. I'm not sure what those are ruins of up there. Nice park though. A lot of Civil War history here also. A lot of placards with a lot of Civil War history. All right, I just passed the turnoff for the Crampton Gap Shelter, which I will not be visiting. It's too far away. 5 miles to the next shelter, which will be home for me tonight. This is a view from White Rock Cliff. All right, I'm on the side trail to the Rocky Run Shelters, plural, which will be home for tonight. It is only 4:30, so I made really good time. The trail has not been that difficult. I looked at maybe going on to the next shelter. It's 7.5 miles to the next shelter, and 4:30 right now. I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, stick to the plan. So there's 2 shelters. The side trail here is going to split. One goes to the old shelter. It holds 6, and then there's a new shelter that holds 16. So plenty of spots here. I've been seeing a lot of locals, you know, weekend warriors, and even though it's not the weekend yet, here getting close to Washington, D.C. area, you know, it doesn't bode well for a lot of people out and about this weekend hogging up the shelters, because they're already out today on Thursday. So yeah, now that I know there's a big shelter here, I'm gonna go ahead and spend the night here. All right, bye. And here we go. I guess this is the bigger one. I didn't see the old shelter, but a nice one it is. Very sweet. Good morning, day 80, and it is a little after 8 o'clock, and I am leaving Rocky Run Shelter. So I got a couple of more state parks to go through today, I think. But I'm going to try to do 21 miles. Skip a couple shelters. It's going to be another nice day, I think. See you down the trail. I came out on a road, first road crossing at Fox's Gap. Had some more Civil War memorabilia, placards and stuff, and I talked with a few reenactors that were camping there, getting ready to go to a reenactment, I think, somewhere here locally. But told me about this side trail that had this monument. They showed a picture of it on their phone that they had taken, a monument to a North Carolina regiment that fought here. So I had to go up that side trail and take a picture of it, just on the off chance that great-great-grandpappy Royal was part of that. But anyway, this is the Dahlgren Chapel. Very nice. Today's going to be slow going. It's just full of monuments, mostly Civil War. But here's the Washington Monument, the original Washington Monument, before the one in D.C. was built. Cool. All right, you can actually go up in this Washington Monument. Ooh. This is pretty cool. So here's a view from atop the tower, and according to the sign over here, this is the Antietam in the distance. It's Antietam battlefield, and then you got West Virginia way out in the distance, and that's the town of Boonesboro. And there's another sign here. So Hagerstown is way out there in the distance. Pennsylvania way over to the right. All right, I took a little detour to Pine Knob Shelter to stop in and say hi, see what it looked like. And glad I did, because somebody brought a little trail magic. I'll partake of that. Oh, there's some black raspberries. Cool. This is one of the types of cherry trees that I've been munching on. So this one's pretty loaded. and easy to get to. That's unusual. Now here's another type of heirloom cherry that I've been seeing. These are the dark ones, and these trees grow taller, but here I can finally get to some. There you go. There you see what they look like. Yeah, I'll be here for a minute. Well, here's the Ensign Cowell shelter. It's right off trail, so let's stop in and say hi. God, there's a lot of people here. I have made it to Raven Rock Shelter, a 20.8 mile day that started at 8 a.m. and ended at 10 after 5. That's pitifully slow. I'll calculate it out, but yeah, I took in the sights, and I just wasn't feeling it today. Nice shelter, Sleep 16, another nice one. It looks like I got it to myself again. Awesome. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling good today. Perfectly content to stop at 20.8. But I did secure a hostel for tomorrow night, so it gives me something to look forward to push like a 23 mile day. All right, Wagner von Vonderweg. Gute Nacht.